I'm personally really excited about the regeneration and just about Tottenham because I really love Tottenham. I love the place where I'm from.
Personally, I love Tottenham. I love the fact that there's so many cultures. It's the most diverse place not even in London, but the whole of Europe. We've got over 300 languages and 90 nationalities.
We've got so many ethnicities like in Tottenham alone.
Demographic change in Tottenham has a rather longer history than my time here. It goes back probably 40 years or so.
The sense of wanting Tottenham to achieve greater things and the belief in the potential and the way the youth, especially the youth of Tottenham that I've interacted with, is so positive and tight that is one thing that I think really does make Tottenham great.
There's a lot of good going on, you know. There's musicians around here, there's artists, there's people who want to work with the community.
I think because I'm really passionate, and I think my goal, I think maybe it's something that has been instilled in me to change. If you want something to be changed, you need to be part of that change. And I think some of the attitudes that a lot of people within the community have is that they feel disempowered. They don't feel like their voices are going to be heard. And I think there's a bit of scaredness. Some of them are kind of afraid of change as well. They feel like they're not going to be heard. And I think because of that experience of sometimes the council isn't always responding to the people, so people just feel like there's nothing wrong. There's a lack of civic pride in Tottenham. So I think that's why people feel like, oh, I'm just going to stay here. It's just for a short time and then move on. They don't feel like anything can be done about it. And I believe through my experience of volunteering and getting involved in social action, it's enabled me to feel like as a young person, there's so many ways to change the world. So it starts from within you.
It's supposed to be a bad place, but no one here is complaining. People that live here don't complain. You know what I mean? They're just like, we just need more opportunities.
I think that image that's been portrayed in the newspaper about Tottenham is negative and it's not right. It's not right.
And I've been through it personally, like, oh, you're from Tottenham. But I think when you actually come and you actually see Tottenham, I think it's nothing like what the media makes it seem.
There are certainly improvements apparent in Tottenham. There's an awful lot of new structures, new buildings. Much of the damage that was caused by the difficulties 2 years ago have been put to rights. A lot of restoration going on and a lot of new development and new regeneration.
Through the regeneration, I think the public's view would change because it's going to make Tottenham a way nicer place. We're going to have things to be proud of. We already do, but not enough people know about it.
There's not different types of shops. It's mostly pubs as you walk down the high road, chicken shops or £1 shops. There's nothing, for instance, there's not even art shops around here that you can go and buy professional equipment to do the work or anything like that.
I think the regeneration can help the community, but at the same time, I don't want it to be a thing where we say it's just going to be our regeneration, community, this and that. But they're really, in actual fact, they're not helping. It needs to be something where everything that they say to do with regeneration, everyone in Tottenham are involved in it. Don't just make it regeneration, and we're just stealing from the community. We need to give back more than what we're putting in, or what we're taking out of it.
When my parents moved there, they moved there because it was a good area in terms of community. Their relatives, my dad's sister moved here, and so there was real connectedness, you know, a real kind of element of, like, you know what they say, a village looks after a child. You had that kind of feeling. But that's been eroded. When the old generation, they're kind of dying out. So the younger generation, we're trying to keep it together.
People here are very open. I think people here do really value community in a world where, you know, things are getting increasingly individualistic. There still seems to be these community ties. And so I hope this sort of regeneration doesn't prevent that from flourishing, you know.
I think integration days should be mandatory. Every council has an integration day where the whole, well, I don't think it should be one. For that purpose, I wrote just one day, but I think a couple of days a year where, you know, you rent out a massive space, you just have that platform available and you've got different cultures coming to show their culture. But I'm not talking about hiring businesses to show off cultures in different countries. I'm talking about have a label, Zimbabwe, have a label Turkey, have a label Somalia, and all those people come and they present their culture. And when you have that safety, that hub, people will go round and talk to each other. They get to know each other. One looks interesting, they'll talk to each other. It's just that interaction, just allowing people to, giving them that space to interact to each other.
I think many other areas where these sort of regeneration, you know, where this sort of regeneration is taking place has not really integrated different communities, you know. So it'd be nice to see that Tottenham can be, you know, one of the first areas of London where, you know, the locals and the newcomers can really kind of coexist and share. Yeah.
I'm personally really excited about the regeneration and just about Tottenham.
I feel that I'm a part of the community, so I should have a share in whatever development is happening over the next 20 years.
He needs to build up more youth clubs, build up back more stuff what the council could get involved, like, you know what I'm saying? Build up a little place where old people could go relax and play games or, you know what I'm saying, exercise and all of that, and yeah, little stuff like that. It don't take a lot of money to do that, but you know what I'm saying? Daytime kids could be in a youth club just relaxing or learning or all of that. That's how it used to be.
We need to take more interest in the youth of tomorrow.
If we had jobs and we were more active and socialised, like there was more entertainment and activities to do around the area, then we wouldn't have any time to mess about and get into the wrong things. Like, I'm not sticking up for the bad people, but I'm just saying, like,
if there were more opportunities, then things would be a lot different. It would be really a lot more different for everyone, and it'd be a lot more easier for everyone if there was more opportunities for everyone else as well.
And if there was more opportunities, it would be easier for everyone to get a job and stuff. So.
If we're gonna regenerate, we need to regenerate the community. We need to regenerate everyone, and we need to get everyone on board. We don't need to just say we're gonna do this, build new Sainsbury's, build new Sidmers, build new this and that, and everyone in Tottenham ain't using it.
For those who haven't got that much of a stakehold, meaning their foot on the ladder, who can't afford to maybe pay rent, you know, right now because of the cap on the welfare, it could be a problem for them.
In regards to social housing, I think there should be enough improvement made. For example, my situation, I had to wait 6 years.
Just thinking we live in a council estate and they're making new houses directly in front of Tottenham Hotspurs. They're going to be way more expensive and they might not even be the council's housing anymore, and we most probably won't be able to afford it. So I would just like to know that there's somewhere secure for me and my family and all the other people who live on the estate, somewhere secure for them to go and that they can afford.
My ideal Tottenham would be, well, hopefully more sports centres, more football pitches, more drama studios, more music studios, because a lot of people in Tottenham do music, but we're limited with the music studios.
So pubs and event spaces, definitely, you know, kind of more independent shops. Look, I'm quite big on the whole vintage scene. I really enjoy kind of antique markets and food markets and things like that. So somewhere like that would be really, you know, I think that would bring people in.
My perfect Tottenham is a Tottenham where the children are happy, they're involved in everything because they are our future, but also everyone in Tottenham feels like they're a part of it. A part where, a world where Spurs isn't the only great thing about Tottenham, and where people realise there's just some amazing people in Tottenham, some amazing things coming out of it.
Stop, no.